to Oklahoma Life TV's hashtag Starting Somewhere. I'm your host, Danny Carson. Thank you for joining us on our second to last episode for season 1 and for 2021. We are your update series that brings you all of your live music happening this weekend and possibly next weekend all over Oklahoma. Thank you again to our sponsor, JJ's Alley Bricktown Pub, for making this series happen. Now let's see who's on this week's schedule. Country is actually a very broad term for a lot of different genres. In fact, there's all kinds of different country. And if you like honky-tonk country, then I think you'll really enjoy the brand new band Whiskey Creek, which is performing in Duncan, Oklahoma this Saturday night, performing at 9 o'clock. If you enjoy rock and country, you'll really enjoy the Chad Todd Band, who's performing all over Oklahoma this weekend, starting in Enid at The Spot this Friday night. Then Saturday, he's heading up to Midwest City to perform at the Landing Zone. If you're a fan of two-step and classic country, then you'll enjoy Ralph Spears and the Coalition. They hardly ever perform, and this weekend they're actually performing at Guitar Bar in Lawton, Oklahoma, starting at 9:30. If you guys are ready for New Year's Eve, so is Manny's Obsession, another band performing in Norman, Oklahoma for New Year's Eve at the Thunderbird Casino. For our Red Dirt performers, Richard Cliff Jr. has a very busy week starting tonight at Nary's in Graham, Texas. Then he's going to Dover, Oklahoma tomorrow night performing at the Salt River Bar. Then last but not least, you'll catch him at the Prime Roast Coffee House in Oklahoma City this Saturday. Phildio is back from their trip to Missouri and they're performing at the Bullpen tomorrow night. If you can't catch that show, they are making a trip to Elk City this Saturday to perform at Knucklehead Reds. The Jimmy Lee Jordan Band is performing at the Brick House in Shawnee, Oklahoma this weekend. Drop Dead Dammit is a heavy metal band that you're going to find in Oklahoma City this Friday night performing at Kindle's. Then they've got a long ways to go to get to Austin, Texas to headline for the Texas Music Ranch's Misguided Music Festival. All the way in Miami, Oklahoma, they are doing what they can to actually bring up their local music scene by opening up a venue specifically for open mic nights and future events. Now, if you want to get more information on how to get involved with that, you should contact Julio Guerra or Caden Chenoweth on Facebook. For this week's Artist Feature Spotlight, we're actually highlighting a group of guys who really enjoy actually promoting artists in Southwest and all over Oklahoma and Texas. If you haven't ever met them, I'm so glad to introduce you to B.S Productions.
Clinton needs to write us a check.
He approves the job.
He approves the check. Yeah, you need to write us a check. Oh, sorry.
Sidebar.
Hopefully we don't squirrel out on this like I normally do.
I'm John.
I'm Scott.
And we are
B.S Productions. We're actually Blind Squirrel, but we go by BS most of the time.
Couldn't go by BP because that's Blind Possum.
It would have been Blind Possum, but if we would have done it right.
Nocturnal, not very good animals, smell like cabbage.
I would say that we are technically a production company.
Sometimes.
But we also book entertainment.
We do have a serious side.
We do.
Anytime there's money involved.
We book entertainment. We've put on some concerts. We've booked some bands in the bars. We do a live show.
We put a rock band in this place.
Yeah, we almost we almost blew the joint off of where we are sitting right now. So we thought, you know what? Let's put a weekly live show on, and to showcase local entertainment, not local to here, but local to anywhere. The hashtag is support local music. And so me and him were like, let's do it. We'll film it from our phone. It'd be great. Put it on Facebook. Of course, our first guinea pig was Miss Danny Carson, and we filmed for 2 hours, and it was kind of crazy. And so the first two takes, because we lost, I think the battery died in the middle, but
Internet.
So the first couple, 4 or 5 shows?
It was almost like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood because there'd be knocks at the door. You'd be like, wondering the door.
People walk through the shot. So we decided that we needed to move to not a better location.
A little bit more of an operational venue, I guess you could say.
So the Bullpen was our home for a very, very long time. And then we kind of took it out of here and went on the road actually with it. We took it on the road. We went
the trailer parks. We did
the Pepper Spout Ranch with you and Brad Good. We took it to an RV park. We took it to my front yard actually a couple times. We had an artist who's actually blowing up right now. I think she's opening for a pretty big name tomorrow night. But Holly Beth played my front yard. Cool at Oklahoma State. I was there in the late 90s when Red Dirt blew up. I'm talking Great Divide, Jason Boland, Stoney LaRue, No Justice, all those guys. So I've been a fan of live music in Red Dirt for a very long time. I much prefer live music is throwing a tape or CD. If I can go see live music, to me it's just 10 times better. So when I met him, he was following my buddy Brad Good, his buddy. I didn't know we knew each other, in all honesty.
Deemed a stalker.
He was a stalker, Brad Good. So
this was getting me out of the house and keeping me busy. So
what's funny is the first time I go on a road trip or somewhere with him, I'm not gonna say what station his car was tuned to, but it was not Red Dirt. And I was like, we're changing the radio station. So we changed the station. And next thing you know, I got him hooked. He won't even turn that other station on in the car anymore, and he goes to Red Dirt. So I was like, there was stuff he had never heard that I had heard, so it was kind of cool opening him up to that. And then we kind of said, let's start a company over a couple beers. And we were like, let's do it. And that's kind of, that's the reason for the live music. And because I think it gave people could showcase their talent and promote themselves for free. We never charged, we don't do anything, we don't charge anything. So you got somebody who's never played in front of a crowd at all. I'm gonna put them live on Facebook and go, here you go, let's turn you loose and see what happens, man. The crowd's not gonna care, they're gonna love live music. So it gave people an opportunity for that too. Not necessarily that we got anything out of that, maybe just the enjoyment of the live music and seeing some of these people, progress.
I've always said to him, that, and on our show actually, that we don't make money at this. That's something that we've just never really been about. Jason, our attorney's looking at us going, what?
Never gonna make a dime.
But the funniest thing is we're two of the richest people you'll ever meet.
It's true.
Folks like you and all the artists that we know. The fact that we can literally pick up a phone and go, hey, would you help us do this next week? Cody Newby and Wyatt Zane, Gregory, and overnight, we're like, yeah, sure, we'll be there.
Hey, if Danny asked where to find us, check out our Facebook page. If you can't come out to a show, get on our Facebook page. We do a live show and enjoy it. Tip the artist. That's how they don't, they come out and play for free. So if you can get on there and tip them, it's great. They make a little bit of money that way. So check out one of our live shows on Facebook, most definitely.
And one of these days, we should probably start pimping our own Venmos and PayPals and all this other things.
Well, we've had merch in the past, and I think we actually, over the years, have sold one shirt, and we gave the rest of it away. I really don't know how much we've spent, but I know we've sold one shirt, and I think we shipped it to, Kansas or somewhere.
Our stuff went to Italy, Korea.
Sure did. Alabama. Yeah, so we've shipped out some stuff, but
banjos.
Once again, not for the money.
If you'd like to learn more about the Blind Squirrel Productions team, you guys can go to our website where we actually include a link to all of their media directly. You can also check out more of our events, past episodes, and of course, get in touch with us at Oklahoma Life TV. As we start to wrap up the year and we start to wrap up our first season of #Starting Somewhere, I really want to thank our sponsor, because without JJ's Alley Bricktown Pub, this series would not be possible. JJ's Alley is also a huge supporter of live and local music in Oklahoma, because they're one of the only venues that hires 7 days of live music, and they include open mic nights as well. If you go to JJ's, you're going to find that they have 3 different stages. Sometimes all of them have artists going all at the same time. It's a different experience for sure, and I highly suggest you go visit JJ's. Thank you again for joining us. This is our second to last episode, so we only have one more to go to wrap up season 1 and 2021 on #Starting Somewhere.